Hey guys, I wanted to take a moment to answer any of your questions that you might have on Periscope. So go ahead and ask them if you have any questions. And if you guys don't ask any here soon, or ask them along the way if you want. Hey David, what's going on? Just walking out in Uptown. I'm here to answer any questions. So basically what I'm finding out, I'm just going to go ahead and say some stuff on top of my mind since nobody's asking any Periscope questions. But basically what I'm finding is the most popular topic for getting people in is this idea of how do you save your Periscopes. People, maybe they're worried about the replays after 24 hours. How do you watch them after that? And I've been coming out with the catch.me, K-A-T-C-H.me. And you can get your own URL after this / is just whatever your @ name is on Twitter or Periscope. So mine would be catch.me, K-A-T-C-H.me / RONORR. You can check views. Hey Tropic, thanks for joining. RKW, thanks for joining. You can check views, you can check hearts, you can check a lot of that stuff on the replay. The other thing you can do too is you can actually fast forward the videos, which on watchonperiscope.com you can't fast forward them. Watch on Periscope does have the map feature though. So the map feature, for those who are on Android that don't have the map feature yet, you can go to watchonperiscope.com, click on maps, and you can see the live ones that are going on all over. Otherwise, if you're on iOS, you already know about the map feature, and you can find the people right in your area. I've been getting a lot of Orange, thanks for coming on. I've been getting a lot of people right from the local area here from Minneapolis, St. Paul. I had one person the other day, Joe, he said he's actually saw me from the street periscoping. So the location feature definitely works, guys. I just wanted to let you know. Other than that, is anybody else have any other questions? Data is a big one with me, watching them while you're on the go. If you're not near Mark, thanks for joining. If you're on the go and you're not near free Wi-Fi, then the data adds up to be a lot. I'm trying to be conservative right now with all these Periscopes, and I'm still at almost a gig a day. So, and part of it is because I'm out walking and stuff, and that's part of why it's taking up so many gigs. And then the other thing too, and I don't know this for certain, but I thought I watched a video a month ago where the CEO said when you're doing videos like I am right now, where there's a lot of movement, a lot of data in the background, those take up a lot more data than if you're just fixated on one thing. So that's something to keep in mind too. David probably remembers back in the day when hosting 15-20 years ago, I mean, bandwidth was a big deal back then. Written in Kings, thanks for joining. Bandwidth is a big deal back then. It was actually a decision on which hosting company you used and everything else. And now the one I've been using for 8 or 9 years, it's like 11 bucks a month, I think, and it's shared hosting, and it's like unlimited bandwidth, which I know isn't true, but they say unlimited bandwidth. It's like 11 bucks a month. I mean, back in the day, you'd worry about hundreds and hundreds of dollars in all that kind of hosting bandwidth and all that stuff. So it just doesn't really exist nowadays. It's not even a topic. I mean, the majority of the people I know on the internet nowadays, they didn't even know that even existed back then, or that was even a problem back then, because a lot of people got on the internet 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, you know, I think the same thing's going to happen with the data. I think data is going to be everywhere, or what you're going to find is free Wi-Fi hotspots everywhere. That's just the infrastructure that's being built right now. So, more specifically though, if you use Wi-Fi Mapper, which is a downloadable app, Wi-Fi Mapper, I think it already has crowdsourced about 3 million Wi-Fi hotspots where you can log in and you can say, is it really free? And everybody crowdsources their information and passwords and so forth. So that's a good thing when you're just out walking, you want to try to pick up a Wi-Fi spot to make it cheaper. But what I'm going to basically do is do questions and answers. What I'm finding out is people, the way this is, I can have 30, 40, 50 people in the chat, and they're not commenting right now. So that means they're still getting used to it. They're trying to figure out how to comment. They're on the web where they can't comment, watching it on the web. Or they just don't, they're afraid that their comments are going to be seen on some video sometime. Any of those are possibilities as well. Maybe people don't, think their question is important. But either way, it's not uncommon to have 30, 40 people on and nobody makes a comment. So What I'm doing is just going to go a step above that and just go ahead and answer some of the questions for people. I'm going to write the questions in the headlines, and I'm going to start periscoping with the question that you guys mean to ask, but you're not asking. And then other than that, the only other thing I can think of is that some people just need to follow for 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 times before they feel comfortable asking questions and they get a little bit more context. And that's fine as well. So if you guys have any other specific questions, I brought up most of the specific ones that are coming up on a daily basis. I would highly suggest do a lot of periscopes every day. Keep them long, keep a lot of people on here like this. There's a lot of new discovering going on right now. There's a lot of novelty to this whole thing. And it's not, oh, the other thing I wanted to say earlier too is I wanted to do one earlier on this and I forgot, but take Periscope versus YouTube. You can come up with 5 amazing ideas on YouTube right now, 5 minutes each. Go post the videos, and not one person's going to watch the videos. But on Periscope, if you do 5 videos, like tons of people are going to show up to each of these 5 videos. So that's the difference between Periscope and YouTube. Is a big difference. Is Periscope just gives you those people, whereas YouTube doesn't. YouTube, you have to kind of start from scratch. Same thing with a webinar. You have to start from scratch and put all kinds of effort and money in to get people onto a webinar, versus Periscope, the people are just there. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit later when I come up with another answer or tip.